Hello everyone, I am Charlie Matthews and welcome back to another episode of Charlie Reviews, where I obviously review games. And at the time of me filming this or making this, whatever you want to call it, E3 2021 has finally started, and I am so excited to see all of the new game announcements we will be getting in the following days. But not just that, also what happened recently is that the new Ratchet and Clank game just recently released. Specifically Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, just recently released for the PS5. And I think to celebrate this momentous occasion, this new episode of Charlie Reviews can be on the game that released before it, which was the PS4 reimagining of the first game from 2002. The reimagining's in 2016. But yeah, it was a remake of the 2002 original Ratchet and Clank game. And, just because I recently became a new Ratchet and Clank fan a couple months ago, and the PS4 reimagining was the first and pretty much only game I've ever played in the Ratchet and Clank series thus far, I think we should review it because, just also to celebrate this amazing occasion of the new Ratchet and Clank game releasing. I was very, very excited for it, and it's finally here. And yeah, so I just wanted to review the first Ratchet and Clank game I've ever played. I have not played Rift Apart because I do not own a PS5. We can all very much relate. But anyway, guys, without further ado, why don't we review the PS4 reimagining of Ratchet and Clank? Story. Ratchet and Clank starts with Captain Quark, the leader of a hero team, the Galactic Rangers, now imprisoned, and telling a local prisoner the story of a Lombax named Ratchet, who wanted to be part of the Galactic Rangers team, and lives on a planet named Veldin, with his good friend Grimroth, and has a job repairing people's cars. Ratchet manages to go to the tryouts for the Galactic Rangers and does very well, but is told by Quark that he is useless and isn't going to be part of the team. Ratchet, feeling sad, spots a crashed ship and goes to the crash site to inspect it, and finds a robot named Clank, who escaped to the evil factory on planet Quartu, where the villains of the game, Dr. Nefarious and Chairman Drek, are planning to destroy planets and take pieces of them, making their own planet in the process. Ratchet takes Clank to his garage and repairs him, finding out that Clank's mission is to warn the Galactic Rangers about an upcoming attack on the planet called Koan, and Ratchet tells Clank that he can bring him there, and so they head off to Alero City, where there has been an invasion. After Ratchet and Clank clean up the mess, they find the mayor of the city, Agnok Buckwash, who tells them that his nephew, Skid McMarks, a local hoverboard sports champion, has been stranded on the planet Aridia and should be saved. But before Ratchet and Clank can do any of that, they have to stop the incoming attack on Alero City. So, after Ratchet and Clank stop the warship that was attacking the city, they finally get to join the Galactic Rangers, being proven worthy by the Galactic Rangers, and after, Quark seems jealous. Anyway, now Ratchet and Clank get to go to Aridia and save Skid McMarks, who gives them his hoverboard as a prize for saving him. Then, Ratchet and Clank go to Rilgar to get the Trespasser, which lets them go through blocked-off paths, accessing new areas. Then Ratchet and Clank have to complete a new mission by the Galactic Rangers at the planet Nebula G34 to find some of Chairman Drek's evil experiments, and then have to fight the Snaggle Beast. Luckily, they beat the experiment and move on. After that, Ratchet and Clank go to some other planets to do more missions, like Gaspar, Battalia, and Pokataru, where they are one step closer to stopping Drek's plans. When they get to Planet Quartu, they find out about the Deplanetizer, which has a giant laser that will destroy all the planets to make the new one that Drek wants. Ratchet and Clank make it to the Deplanetizer after defeating Drek's killer bot, Victor, but then find out that Captain Quark, of all people, secretly made a deal with Drek to kill the Galactic Rangers so he can get all the fame back because he was jealous of all of the praise that Ratchet was getting. Ratchet, disappointed because he trusted Quark a lot, and with a whole planet being destroyed after failing to shut down the Deplanetizer, escapes and goes back to Veldin, where he feels like he should just leave the Galactic Rangers behind and keep his job with Grimroth. But soon enough, Clank convinces Ratchet to come back to the Galactic Rangers and to stop the Deplanetizer. Ratchet and Clank go to Calibo 3 to get things for the Galactic Rangers that will help them on their new plan, and then make their way to the Deplanetizer. While they're getting back in, Dr. Nefarious betrays Drek, turning him into a sheep and throwing him out of the Deplanetizer so he can use it for his own needs. Fortunately, soon enough, Ratchet changes Quark's mind and shuts down the Deplanetizer, making Dr. Nefarious go nuts and start trying to kill Ratchet. But soon enough, Ratchet beats Dr. Nefarious, stopping the Deplanetizer and escaping, just in time for it to explode. We cut back to the present, with Quark and the other criminal doing community service, to then see Ratchet and Clank come to visit him, but that's cut short when the other criminal escapes in their ship. Then Ratchet asks Quark if he wants to come with him to stop the bad guy, and he says yes, ending the story of Ratchet and Clank. Gameplay. Well, that story was long. But anyway, now on to the gameplay. The gameplay in Ratchet and Clank is very similar to its previous installments. You hold L2 to aim and jump sideways, which I'm pretty sure was in the other games. And obviously, you tap R2 to shoot from your gun. About that, this game has some pretty cool gadgets and guns, with my favourite being the Sheepinator, which turns any enemy into a sheep. Pretty epic. But it's not all guns in this game. There's also some other minor mechanics put into the mix. There's your melee weapon, the Omni Wrench, which you can use to battle and throw to hit out of reach buttons, and pull bolts to unlock things. There's the Trespasser that unlocks closed gates, provided you do a puzzle, but if you're not into that thing, they can easily be skipped with auto hack. There's Swingers, which you can use to swing your way to another part of the planet. There's also holo cards, which you can get while playing and when exploring. And then there's Clank Puzzles, a playable Clank section where you solve puzzles by using gadget bots to unlock more areas. So, the gameplay in Ratchet and Clank is pretty cool, but in my opinion, mainly in its combat. Features. With it nearing close to the verdict, it's time to talk about Ratchet and Clank's features. So, the features in Ratchet and Clank are okay compared to the other games I've covered on the channel. The visuals are nice, pretty similar to We Happy Few. I like how it's a different style and atmosphere for each of the planets. It does really make them feel alive and like I'm actually travelling through and exploring these planets. And obviously, some of them can just be absolutely stunning. Now, the soundtrack in this game, though, is honestly nothing much in my opinion. It's kinda just your normal, cliche, heroic-sounding movie score that, to be honest, doesn't really change throughout the game, at least from what I heard while playing. you see what I mean there. Anyway, so that's pretty much all the features in Ratchet and Clank. Kinda underwhelming, to be honest, but not completely terrible. So everyone, here we are, finally, with the verdict. Ratchet and Clank is a game with pretty cool visuals, a pretty underwhelming soundtrack, and pretty cool gameplay, at least in its guns. So guys, without further ado, I rate the Ratchet and Clank PS4 reimagining a 5 out of 10. With 5 points being taken off because of, like I said, the soundtrack being pretty underwhelming and, you know, the visuals being okay, pretty similar to Be Happy For You. They are okay, you know, it's not terrible. And also because of the gameplay, apart from the guns and, you know, the combat, being a little bit boring and repetitive, to be honest. So yeah guys, that is the Ratchet and Clank PS4 reimagining being rated a 5 out of 10. So everyone, that was the 3rd episode of Charlie Reviews. And I just want to tell you guys that if you have watched my Little Nightmares 2 review video, I said that I will be reviewing the original Little Nightmares very soon. And yes guys, that is happening in the next episode, so prepare for that. So in the next episode I will be reviewing the original Little Nightmares, so I think you guys will probably enjoy that if you're into that kind of stuff. If you haven't watched my Little Nightmares 2 review, I do recommend you go watch it already. But yeah guys, just want to tell you to prepare for the next episode in a few weeks or so. The next episode will be the original Little Nightmares. But anyway guys, if you want to see more Charlie Reviews videos as they come out, or more content on my channel, don't forget to tap that subscribe button and tap that bell and like my videos if you want. You don't need to like to see my content, but still, I would really appreciate it. It does help the channel out to get noticed more by the algorithm and stuff, you know, YouTube rules. YouTube rule things, yeah, blah, yada yada yada. But anyway guys, so just remember to subscribe, tap that bell if you want to see all of the content on my channel or just see more Charlie Reviews episodes. But anyway, without further ado, remember that I am Charlie Matthews, peacing out.